think I was confronting them. Having come here as a kid, you know, and lived a rough but interesting childhood and young manhood in New Zealand, I was sort of aware of the limits of confrontation, but I also felt I had to look in the face of these people. For me, it was a difficult act. I don't think street person-to-person communication was a strong suit of all in those days, unless you were being aggressive, and none of those people were going to aggress me. They loved the guy with the vetting ticket in his hat. She saw this licorice trap disappearing. She's Alice in Wonderland. I would have had the Leica again. It would have been probably a 60th of a second at about f4 or 2 or 8, something like that, whatever film I was using. I wouldn't have it pre-focused, but I have it in my hand. I cannot let this go. You know, it was just too damn good. And the photo is imperfect. The depth of field is very slightly off the actual subject. But for some reason, it's made an enormous hit, my little Alice. It's a bit like the Robert Frank photo, you know, of tarmac going up like this. You know, I partly thank people like John Turner and John Daly, you know, who taught me you can work in low light levels with quite a rounded paper and get quite a long contrast range and just let it sit, rather than going sort of the Robert Frank or Bill Brandt way, you know. A lot of my work is more about the dance of human life. So the subject is very often interaction. We are beautiful and we move through this world. I mean, it's like something out of Pina Bausch, you know. And the other thing is we are blessed with binocular vision. We have a wide horizontal angle. The fact that I used a 35mm was that it corresponded almost exactly to my instinctive binocular vision. And with the Leica, if you push the button softly, there is no movement at all. You can be like a completely motionless photo if you're propped in something. And of course, the shutter's very silent. But if you saw me, I don't care. I sent him a copy later. I was, you know, crashing on his pad. If you look at the stock of my work, I've always been fascinated by the idea of windows. They have their own fragmentation effect for a kickoff, often a light distortion effect. One of the sort of pillars of photographic art is the frame. And I was trying at the time, earnestly, to sacralize Cartier-Bresson's idea that the frame was inviolable. That once you'd taken the photograph was. As it gets older, certainly it's becoming quite an interesting socio-historical reading. We don't have greasy fork joints anymore, not much anyway. And even things like the equipment around them, the typography of the sign, all that has its signification as well. And I wouldn't have been conscious of all that when I took the photo. All I can say is it looked right.